Right, breaking news now in the case of Sgt Alexander Blackman. Let's go live now to our correspondent Daniel Bircher at the Royal Courts of Justice. Hi, Daniel.
Yes, hello. We have just had the sentencing for Alexander Blackman. The 5 judges have decided that he is to serve 7 years for manslaughter. Now, he has already spent almost 3.5 years in prison, and prisoners after half of their sentence is served can be released on licence. So doing the maths from that, it is possible that he could be released within weeks, but the sentence is 7 years for manslaughter. Now, if I just take you back through the history of this case, the long legal history, he was first convicted by a court-martial of murder in November 2013 for shooting an injured Taliban insurgent in Helmand province in Afghanistan. He was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 10 years. He appealed the following year. That appeal did not succeed, but his minimum term was reduced to 8 years. The case was then considered by the Criminal Cases Review Commission. This is the independent body which looks at potential miscarriages of justice, and it was referred back to the Court of Appeal for a second time. At that hearing, the judges heard that you can just hear the cheers from supporters as the news has got out, supporters of Alexander Blackman, who have long argued that he should not have been imprisoned for murder in the first place. But that murder conviction on the second appeal was quashed, and it was replaced by a conviction of manslaughter by reason of diminished responsibility, and it is for that manslaughter conviction that he has now been sentenced. Hearing those cheering there as supporters hear the news, and I think we shall be hearing shortly from supporters and also from Claire Blackman, Alexander Blackman's wife, who has been in court for all of these hearings. He himself has not. He has been listening to this by video link from prison in Wiltshire.
To bring you this information, which hasn't obviously reached you yet, but we're hearing that at the Royal Courts of Justice inside, the court has just ruled that Alexander Blackman, Sgt Blackman, will be free 2 weeks from today, which explains the cheers from his supporters in the background, doesn't it?
Yes, that's right, and that does follow what I was explaining earlier, that because it is a 7-year sentence and he has spent almost 3.5 years in prison and can be released halfway through that term, that then has led to this decision that he will be freed within the next 2 weeks from prison in Wiltshire, where he has served this sentence.
Thank you for the moment. Daniel Bircher, our correspondent outside the Royal Courts of Justice.